y'all. Happy Easter. For those of you that are celebrating, happy Sunday for all of us. And I hope it's a great day. I'm doing this actually Saturday afternoon because I got plans for tomorrow. But let's jump right into it and have some fun. How do I take my coffee? With more cream and sugar than I should, quite honestly. It's my grandmother's fault. For those of you that take it black, I am proud of you. I wish I could do that, but it just ain't going to happen this lifetime. What styles do I play? Recently there have been a lot of new people coming onto the list, and thank you all for doing that. But some people, they see the videos and whatnot, and they wonder, well, have you ever played anything other than blues? And short answer is yes. I've done a lot. And as I developed my own songwriting, I didn't really stay in one genre. I mean, even if you listen to Dig the Hole, which it's all under the umbrella of blues, but there's some very rocked up songs in there. You go to The View From Here, and there's some songs you got to really, really pay attention to find the blues root to it, with what we've done. I did a lot of metal, doing ghost recording for several metal bands back on the East Coast, and I can't name their names because I'm contractually required to not do it. But I made an awful lot of money in the studio doing bass parts for metal bands, all kinds of different rock stuff, So everything but rap and opera is about where I go. Why should I learn this stuff? I get questions about why I should learn to read. Why do I need to know the note names? Why do I need to know chords? Why should I learn to play the blues when I want to be a metal player? I think everybody should learn to play the blues, because the blues really was the ground from which everything began to grow. And sure, if you're looking at speed math metal, it might be hard to find it, but it's still where it started. And you look at all of the idols over the last 50 some years, 60 years, and so many of them are well steeped in the blues before they stretched out beyond it. And even after they stretched beyond it, they would come back to it. Eric Clapton's a great example, for instance. But Jimi Hendrix, Jeff Beck, Jimmy Page, Eddie Van Halen. My gosh, you think that guy doesn't know some blues riffs? For you metal guys that are going, yeah, right. Let me point out to you that Black Sabbath was a blues band before they became the creators, if you will, of heavy metal music. And Geezer Butler and Tony Iommi both talk about that. So even if you're going into metal, this is a great place to start. Why should you learn to read? I can do tab. Yes, you can, but there's things that tab doesn't show you beyond where to put your finger on the fret. It shows you duration of note, attack of note. Is it a slide, a slur, a legato, all these things. And also, when you are looking at a bass line with the intent to analyze it and see how it fits with a chord progression, it's a lot easier to do that when you're looking at it on a notation staff than if you're looking at tab. And if you don't know that a C major chord is C, E, and G, then it makes it harder to understand why those notes are the foundation of the bass line that you're analyzing. So knowing where the notes are, getting extra information, being able to understand what chords are about, what they sound like, what they do, how you get from one to the other, and how you put your bass lines across them. These are all things that notation will help with. And even today, with as much tab as is out there, there is more instructional material in notation than in tab. And I really think it's a bad idea to limit yourself in terms of where you can go, what resources you can use to learn to play bass, especially if you want to go beyond my lessons, and I hope a lot of you do. I hope a lot of you go to people like Adam Nitti and Roy Vogt for private lessons to learn jazz. I hope you get a kick out of Mark King and Victor Wooten and want to learn some of their slap licks. It's awesome. But in order to do that most effectively, you really should know how to read, and you should understand the basic theory, the basic math behind music as to what creates chords and scales. Okay? Last one, play and sing. How do I learn to play and sing? And I appreciate all the kind words that y'all send my way about that. And it has been an advantage, even as a freelance hired gun bass player. Band leaders knew that I could sing backup, even just back in the day, before I really did a lot of singing. They knew that I could find a backup part, a harmony part, that gave them one more reason to want to hire me. And then I learned a couple of songs that were really, I could get away with it with a character voice, because I didn't really consider myself much of a singer. And I began to do it more and more and more. And it's like anything else. You have to practice. You have to start with simple exercises and just get used to it. And one of the easiest ways to do that is the whole find it, say it, and then say it, play it. Well, make it, sing it, play it. And Joe Sanchez, in his guest article on the website, How to Learn Any Scale, he talks about being able to sing the scale as you play it. And if you're doing simple exercises, one of the vocal exercises that I was given by my vocal coach was to sing a scale root to fifth and back down, and then move it up a half step and move it up a half step. So that exercise, literally playing on my bass or on a guitar, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I was singing right along with quarter notes on the guitar. So you can do that same thing and just practice that. You can do simple things like pounding straight quarter notes. And as you bump, 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 I am singing, I am singing, I am singing, I am singing, and you get used to that. And you can do things like pick out a simple blues tune, call and response, right? Call, repeat, response. I got a lady, she lives up on the hill. I got a lady, she lives up on the hill. She don't dance, but I know her sister will. And you do that just against straight quarter notes. Don't try to play a bass line. Just bah, 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 and sing on top of that. Or find simple backing parts that you can sing against a simple bass line. All of these are just ideas to get you thinking. But start simple. The simpler the better. And the better you get at it, the more complex you can get. Okay? So that's my 4 questions for today. I'm dying to know how long this video is going to be. I hope it's pretty short. Again, I want to thank you for being a part of everything. Don't forget, the secret lessons are just for the subscribers to the Bass Lessons HQ mailing list. So if you're not on there, go sign up. You're going to get 50 free practice tips just to do that. Then you'll get the secret lessons. Sunday mails for everybody, websites for everybody, and you're all welcome to send me questions, ask me to teach you certain things, anything you want to know. As long as it's got something to do with bass or me, I'll do my best to answer it. Until next time, y'all take care of yourselves. Have a great weekend. Like I said, happy Easter, happy Passover. And remember, as always, aim high, play low. Peace, y'all.